This is Bacchus Family Adventure Farm. It's owned by my parents, Larry and Nedra Bacchus, and my brother and his family, and my sister and her family, and myself. We all help. Each of us kind of has contributed different things to it, but every weekend we do birthday parties and weddings. We do school field trips during the spring and the fall, and other private events that we do throughout the year. So I grew up on this farm. This is where my parents have lived. They raised broilers for Tyson for many years and had commercial cattle, and that's kind of what all of my family has done. My uncles and aunts and grandparents all grew broilers for Tyson and had commercial cattle. And so whenever I was in high school, we started kind of branching out a little bit. Through my ag program, I started showing sheep and started raising some club lambs, and so I added that piece of it whenever I was in high school, raising sheep. I've always kind of loved animals, and a few years ago I picked up some mini donkeys and some llamas and a few of the animals like that, and eventually bought a camel. And so I had Clyde. The camel was our first one, and people were always wanting to come out here and see him, and then people started asking us to bring a petting zoo to their birthday party. And for a year I would load up and set up pens at different community events and birthday parties, and we decided eventually that it'd just be easier if we did it here on the farm. And so we had the tool shed, which is where we kept all of our hay equipment, and so we poured a concrete floor in it and decorated it up and started having birthday parties here on the farm. Our goal with agritourism is that we have an operating farm, a working farm, where we're breeding animals, whether it be mini donkeys, sheep, cattle, whatever it is, so that people, when they come to the farm, they see that side of it and they see the production of it. So we still do raise and produce animals here that we sell to the public. So that's kind of been our goal with the agritourism, is that people, when they come, not only do they get to see, have fun, play games and do that part of it, but that they see a working farm as well. We've kind of focused mainly on the smaller animals, such as the miniature donkeys and miniature horses, llamas, that kind of stuff. But we do have a few, I guess you'd say, exotic animals with the camels, and we've got half zebra, half horse, and half zebra, half donkey, and we've got audads and African crested porcupines and groundhogs, kinkajous. So a variety of animals that when students come here for field trips or for birthday parties, it's things that they may not have seen regularly in Arkansas. On May 1st of this year, our small community here of Hagarville got hit by a storm and took out quite a few facilities, including our wedding barn. One of our petting zoo barns was completely gone, and it kind of sucked the front out of a couple of other buildings. And so at that point, we kind of had to make a decision of how we wanted to rebuild and what we wanted to do. And so ultimately, we had shut down and quit growing in one of the broiler houses, and so we decided to use it as a new fun barn that would have petting zoo in it, but then also some games and activities. And then where that petting zoo barn was sitting, we decided to rebuild a brand new wedding barn that would be close here beside the party barn. So, we've kind of added as we see opportunities in the agritourism. It's not something that we really plan to do, and it's not something that we have sat down and tried to create a master plan on where we want to get to. But as opportunities come up, we have kind of expanded the agritourism piece of it and make those decisions as we go. Most of the events we do here are private events, so birthday parties and things. We're not open to the public as much, but a couple of times throughout the year we'll open to the public, and our biggest one is our live nativity show. And so that's kind of our thank you to the community, where we open up for free, and we partner with the agricultural education students at Lamar, where my dad teaches ag at, and they perform the live nativity show. And we did three showings of it last night. We had 400 people on the farm, and they could experience the animals, play in the fun barn, and watch the live nativity show. We haven't really advertised a lot other than on social media, so we have a Facebook page, Bacchus Family Adventure Farm, and that's the easiest way to book parties and events here on the farm.